Good day, everybody. This is Mr. Wonderful. Welcome to my channel. Um, we are playing Transport Fever today. Um, I have done a video previously on Transport Fever on the very hard difficulty level, just to see if we can make money on the very hard difficulty level. And yeah, we managed to make money. But this game, I'm going to start a new game and I am going to do that just on the hard level to do a comparison to see how much difference uh, there is between the hard level and the very hard level. So we're going to choose USA as the vehicles and we leave everything as it is and we're going to start the new game. All right, guys, here we are in the game, and we are on January the 5th, 1850. So this is where we start. So what we did previously, and we're gonna follow the same logic, and that is to try and find three industries that's close to each other, so that we can build a supply line between the three industries. Where we would have, say, for instance, we've got like this one, the oil well, and we've got the oil refinery, and then we've got the chemical plant. But we want the last one in the line and the first one in the line to be closer together. So we're just going through the map very quickly to see if we can find something. We've got a couple of refineries, wells close by here, but we don't have any other industry like oil refineries and fuel refineries close by to those. So, and again, here we've got a couple of um, oil wells, and then we've got that refinery, but then there's no third one. The reason for having three is if we only have a line from here to here, it means that we're only going to make money one way, and we're not going to make money when these things are coming back. And that's not good. The reason why we have three is so that we can make money from here to here, and then from here to the other industry also make money. So 2/3 of the way we will be making money, and we will only not make money on the third leg. And that's the reason why we want to build something and find something uh, to do that. So here again, we've got the a fuel refinery. We've got that. So here is a possibility. I just don't like the idea that from here to here is quite a distance to go. And from here to here, we have to deal with this little mountain or hill here. It'll cost a lot of money to actually go through this hill with a tunnel. And then also the distance here is a little bit too far. So let's just see if we can find something that's a little bit closer to each other with that don't have those type of restrictions around them. So again, yes, a lot of refinery. Aha. Now here is something that we can work with. So it's still a little bit of a difference from here to here. But at the moment, it looks like the best option. So yeah, we are on top of the map, so it is easy to find. Yeah, we have the same type of thing, but we've got that industry in the way. And this is too far away there. So it looks like we will have to use, now this one, we also have to deal with this mountain here, and we also are pretty far away from the first industry. So it looks like we will have to do this one here. I think this looks like our best option for now. So the first things that we need to do is obviously to put down our buildings, and we must just make sure that we select the truck stations, and the truck stations that need to run from here to here, and it need to come in from this direction. So we're going to have to rotate this thing. So I don't know if we are going to be able to, let's just extend this street here. I don't think we would be able to, that comes in from that side. Hopefully it will work. So let's put this thing down there, and let's configure it and put street access at the back. And then we can go and we build a street there, connect those two. And yes, that's lighting up. So we have got that one. And then we can put down a road like this here. And it needs to, in this case, it needs to come in from this side here. So let's just rotate this thing here, and it does light up. So they will come in from here. And then also let's just configure this one, and we give it a right at the back. And then we also go and we extend that to too much slope. So why is that? That's not what we want. Okay, so let's see if we take a little bit of that road away and see if we can, yeah, that looks better. And then we can do something like this, right? And it still lights up. And so it must come from this one. It's coming in from this one, and then it need to go down to this one. So we put down our building like this. So if we do that, it's lighting up, and we can even do that. So it should light up. Let's put that down, and let's connect these roads here. And let's also configure this one and give it one at the back in the middle. And let's build a road here to go. We might actually go straight to this one, and we connect it there. Yeah. Yes, that it needs to come. No. This one will not go in here. This one will actually go at the back, because it'll come in from this side, and then it need, no. Yes. It'll go out here, go there, and come in here. Yes, that's how we want it. And then we need the road from there to come into this one here. Right. So now we've got our 3 points connected. And the next thing that we need to do is to put down to create our line. And as I would always go and I copy the name from the starting point. And the reason for that is when we create the new line, I rename the line from the starting point, and I call the line a truck line. because later on in the game we're going to have airlines, we're going to have ship lines, and we're going to also have a there's another one, airline, ship lines, and trains. So then we can at least see what type of line we're talking about. So the first station, and this one would be this one, and we do not unload anything. We load crude oil here, and then we drop the crude oil off at the second one. So we're gonna load oil here, and we're gonna unload the crude oil that we picked up at the first station. And when we go to the third one, where we would then drop off, we're not going to load anything, and we're going to drop off the oil. So the next thing we need to look is to make sure that our line is continuous and that there's no loops. So here's a loop here at number 1. So we need to change that to 2. Why? Yeah, so now it's coming in like this, and it's going straight, and it's also going straight here. So this is how we want to set up the line. And because this is the starting point, we have to put our depot on this side here, because if we do put it this side or we put it this side, it's going to mean that the uh, vehicles will go in here, they'll go in there, and then they will loop. And when there's a whole lot of people, then it's going to cause a pile up on this side, and the same on this side. They will have to cross into the traffic this side, so it's better to put down our depot on this side of the road. So we need to make sure that we put down a road depot, and we can place that down. So the game is currently paused. So what we need to do next is just to buy one vehicle for now. And I will explain to you guys why we're going to do only one vehicle for now. And we assign that vehicle to that line. Now, to explain the reason behind this is, and we did an in-depth look at when we looked at the making money and the hard, very hard level. This industry produces 400 crude oils per year. This industry produces, this industry produces 200, but it takes 2 crude oils to make 1 oil, which means if we only ran from here to here, this number here, sorry, let me just get the line open again. It means that this rate here will be 400. So you want this rate as close as the rate of the maximum rate that you can do. So in this case, if it was only from here to here, we want that rate to be 400. But because this, and so that's only if it was this, but now we also go from here to here. And this industry only produces 100, which means it's half what this one produces, which means it's going to be half here. So instead of getting the rate here to 400, we will have to get the rate to 200, because it's only that amount that it can handle. So what we do in this case, so we already have a vehicle here. So we go and we can manage vehicles, and what we do here is we just keep on cloning the vehicles that we have until we get around about a rate of 200. And so we will keep on cloning the vehicles until we are very close to the 200 mark. And then when we hit the 200 mark, that's then where we are going to stopped. So we are on 54. And now we are on 108. And the next one should take us to about 216, 217, which is absolutely great. And so we can now go and we can start the game. And we used about $3 million. So what we're also going to do now is we're just going to repay as much of this loan what we can. The reason for that is so that the loan interest will not be as high. We are still owing $3 million. So what I will do is to speed this thing up full speed at four speed, just to see if we actually do make money. And we won't make money in 1850, because we did all the investments on, we bought our vehicles, we built our roads, and we also built our truck stops. So there will always be full trucks from this to here. There will always be full capacity, full load of 4 each. But because you need 2 trucks with 4 loads each to fill up 1 truck with 4 going this way, we will always have either some trucks might have only 1 out of 4, and some trucks might only have a maximum 2 out of 4, simply because of the double crude oil that's required here to manufacture one normal oil. And that is for that reason why we won't make the same kind of money from this here to here. I just don't like the distance from there to there. Is a little bit far. We make money here, and we don't make money here because we are running with empty horses and wagons on this one. So hopefully that distance is not too far, that we would still be able to make money. We have these other wells also, but they were even further away from that one. Hence the reason why we chose that one, because this one is just the closest one to that refinery. So while those are going, and see if we're gonna make money, we can look further and see if we can find another place. Again, this from this one to that one is quite a distance, and that's why this one might not work that well for us. Yeah, so that is in the early 1850s, and yeah, at the moment it is only the horses and wagons that we're having. Later on, obviously, in later years, we will start getting vehicles that's engine driven, and yeah, I can't remember till what year is the end of where it just don't go any further with years. Yeah, so so we made a whopping loss of 3 million, but as I said, we bought vehicles that's $1 million. Our investments were like 2 million, and that's for that reason why we didn't make any money whatsoever. So we had a look at this one, but this industry here in the middle is a problem because we can't build straight. We want to build our roads as straight as possible, as the crow would fly. Now this one could work again, but there's this town in the way, so it's going to be very difficult to get a straight line from here to here. But then we also have to deal with this mountain here. and it's for that reason why our costs here were so high, because we have a little bit of a, we've got a tunnel somewhere here I saw, if I am not mistaken, probably, yeah, here's a little tunnel here, and that's why the costs were so high here. We could have maybe just ran over it, but yeah, we didn't. So yeah, let's look further if we can find our next place where we can develop. Now there's one here, there's one there, but there's not anything really close by. There's wood, there's planks, and then there's nothing. The distance there is also a bit too far, and then also we then have to deal with all this mountain here. That's going to make it very expensive to build or to develop. So that's out. And the same goes here. Again, from there to here is quite a distance, and then we also have to deal with quite a bit of mountain in between this one and that one. So again, it's going to be very costly to develop. I keep on coming back to this one here. So we made $161,000 in 1851, and we are looking good so far. So it seems like there's quite a difference in the money that you can make from the very hard level to the hard level. Now that could be laying in the maintenance of the vehicles and the maintenance of the roads and the maintenance of the infrastructure. That's a lot more expensive. It might also be that the interest that you pay on the very hard level might also be a lot higher than in this level. So that's the only explanation that I can really think of, because that's where the costs are. The costs are in those things, and the maintenance and the interest. So that's the only logical explanation that I have. I just don't. The distance here is a little bit concerning to me from here to here. We don't have to do oil. We can do something else also. If we like the planks. Okay. These two are pretty close to each other. There's just this little bit of mountain that we can deal with. We might even end up putting the truck stop on this side, and then we can bypass this mountain here, so we can pick the logs up here. We can drop them off there, and then we can take the planks and we can drop the planks off there. So that could be our second line. I think this is the best that we can do for now for here. So we can either go and borrow more money from the bank and start developing this, or we can wait until we have paid off some of the loan and then come back and build this. And I think what I am going to do is the latter, and that is to wait for us to pay some more of this loan back, because I'm just worried about the loan interest going too high. If we need to borrow, we will definitely have to borrow money again. Yeah, I think we stick to that. I think we're going to wait until we paid some of this loan back, and then after that we can then develop this area here. The good thing that we have here is we create tools, and this town is not too far away, and this town requires tools, so we can build a line, a second line. The other thing that we just need to keep in mind is when we have this drop-off truck stop here, and we build another truck stop for the tools to be delivered, we cannot that truck stop on this side overlap or touch this one, because then it means that the items or the resources will be transferred from the one to the other, and we don't want the planks to end up here, and we don't want any tools to end up on this side. So they mustn't touch each other. So it's best for them not to touch. So we'll have to build them this one away up on that side to not touch this here. And the thing also is, because it is going to a town, we're only going to make money one way. We're not going to make money both ways. So I'm just looking to see if there's, because we cannot link any of these things together, yeah. But because we're not going to use a lot of trucks on that line, they might not make a big profit, but because we have set up our other lines, that they actually make a good profit, and they can basically carry the line here that's not making such a big profit. So let's just repay some of this loan. So now we only have 2.5 million left. So yeah, so if we get a few of those lines that's making good money, then we can afford these one-way lines where there's not a lot of vehicles. And if they do not make a profit, at least they won't take up so much money anyway. It gets carried by the other lines. Now, food and grain is very similar also to that. We've got all these farms, and then we've got the food producing plants, and so we only have one way making money one way, and then we cannot link that one to that one to that one, simply because this town only requires 45 food. And if we look at the plant here, this plant can produce 100. Makes me wonder if how much does this thing produce? Now this one produced 200. So it's basically a quarter. It's going to be very little, maybe 1, 2, maybe 5 vehicles that's going to run from here to here to here and to here. So there will be a huge gap where there's not going to be any money coming in, because all 5 will go here And the same, because of the same scenario as the first one, they will drop off here. The only difference is because there's such a huge gap between them, by the time they they will be the same. So some of the trucks might not even have a full load coming from here to here. So that one is not going to work well. And this one also, we can send this to here, but there's nothing. I think it's only towns that require the bricks, and for that reason we can't really do that, because again, it is a one-way money making. It's only from here to here, and there's nothing going back. And as we already said, for this one we have from there to there is quite a distance to go, because that is the last one in the line, and that is the first one in the line. So it's going to run quite a distance to there to get to that one. So that one is out. We have all these two together, but we need the third one. And we are back on 219k. So we made good money, 156k there, 143, 159, and currently we're sitting on 112. So, and we are in mid-November. So it looks like we're going to come down a little bit. Maybe not. 3rd of December. So yeah, let's hope we make good money here too, and then we can pay back some more of the loan. There we go, and 132,000. That's a little bit lower, but it's still okay. It's we won't complain about that, as we're making good money, good profit. So we are still looking. Now this thing is way out here. This thing is also way out. There's nothing here really that it's just, yeah, it's way too far. If we go this way, we'll have to build a bridge here, and then we can probably make use of that bridge and just go straight here, go over the bridge, and then again a straight line there. I don't want this one to come this way and then that way. I just want this one to go straight. It's going to cost us a lot of money, but remember what we said. We want our roads like the crow fly. In other words, shortest, straightest that we can get. So, and for that reason as well, have to build a bridge there too. It is relatively straight from here to there, and that's why I am willing to compromise on that and not build something that's going like that over the river, because we already have a bridge there. That one is just way too far out. We can just put something across here that we can use. So we are just waiting for our money to grow. I don't really want to make my videos more than around 45 minutes long. I feel that 45 minutes is a very comfortable length, so that you guys don't have to sit for too long and listen to my voice yapping away, and to have enough and watch through the whole video and don't get bored. And so it's for that reason why I really like to be in the 45 mark area. It's not too long, and it's also not too short. Hopefully my videos give you guys enough information, so if you guys are new to the game or you guys are struggling with the game, that there's some information in here that you guys can use and find useful, and apply to your own game. So here's another, in fact, here's a very good place. We can take the wood here, but now I am pretty sure that if you only have wood drop off there, that you will still get money for that wood. Because in this case, to make the machines, they require wood and steel. So maybe what we can do is in our next episode, because we're still waiting for to pay back the loan. I at least want to pay back the loan, so another $1 million, and then I will go back and loan up to 5 million, and then we can pay back. And then when we get to that, maybe save the game at that point, and then do this one and set up something from here to here to here, and just see if we do get money, because we're still learning. I don't know, an easy, you will get money. Straight after, you will get money. If you go this, and that, you will. And hard, I don't know if you're still going to get money. Now, that might also be a difference between the very hard level and the hard level and the easy levels. And also the other thing is that with the very hard level, you might also not get as good as money as you get with the hard and with the easy. So you might get more money for the loads. Also, might also be the reason why it's because that is the only places where I can see that you can make money and where you can make it easier. So we are over 500, so we're going to pay another 500k back. So we are now only owing 2 million. And so I think this is what we can do. We have the option also here to put a port here. Now, the advantage of a port is that you do not have these costs, road maintenance, the maintenance costs of the roads. You will still have the infrastructure cost, because you will have your port, and you will have the whatever thing you need to build the ships, like the depot for the so the ship depot, I would assume that would be. So we can put a port here and then transport wood planks from here to wherever wood planks are required. I can't see anywhere like there. Also one. Like to here. So you can have ships run from here, but it's very narrow, so I don't think you're going to have more than one ship anyway being able to run up and down there. You might only have one because of the width. If we had a different map, maybe we can do this map, and we can maybe do another series with a different map where there's more water, so that we can start making use of ships instead of making use of trains and trucks. And this one we would more make use of trucks and trains and aeroplanes, obviously. And the other one where there's a lot of water, we might make use of very little trucks and trains and make more use of aeroplanes and with ships. So yeah, so we've got two options here. We've got this option here, and then we also have, did I now lose it? And then we also have, where did I see that one? It's not here. I did not look properly where that one was, but we'll find it. We will find it. I think it was pretty much in the middle of the map, if I can remember correctly. But we will find it when we come back to in our next episode for this one. Then we will find it. We found it once, we will find it again. So I'm just looking, and if I do find it now, I will make a mental note of that to see where it is. And I don't believe it was this one, because these lot are too far away. So I don't think it was those. And it's this one here. So it's okay. So it's close on the northern sort of end. On this here, okay. So that's fine. Green Bay. So it's close to the edge on the right hand side, top right of the map. So this is where, and this is the other area. So we've got two possible areas where we can develop. And when we are making good money and we are developed, then we can start looking at maybe these things, because then we can afford making a tunnel through here, and will probably be also a tunnel through here. And yeah, because then we will have the money to do so, and the finances to do so. So yeah, I really hope that you guys enjoy the content. The reason why I decided to start doing Transport Fever 2 is because I noticed that you guys, the video is actually getting quite a number of views on my channel, and that makes me think that maybe I should do a series on Transport Fever based on that I see about the views that I get for the game. So hopefully it's not a hit and a miss, and yeah, I really hope that you guys enjoy this game as much as I do, and then also enjoy the content. And yeah, it is. I really enjoy the game, and as I said so many times, I have still so much to learn in making YouTube videos. I am very green to this. I am really still a baby, so to speak. And at the moment, I am like a sponge, trying to suck up every single bit of tips that I can get to get my content better for you guys. Because at the end of the day, it's you guys that need to enjoy the content. So for now, this is all for this video. And I say thank you to all of you. And please like and subscribe. See you next time.